Ripple and the SEC demand swift verdict on 1.3 billion securities lawsuit. And is the UK banning FTX? Also, I will explain what VASIL actually means for Cardano. Alright, welcome to today's State of Crypto. If you can, please hit the like button. Okay, let's get into the news. Ripple and the SEC demand swift verdict on 1.3 billion securities lawsuit. The Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple, the blockchain company behind XRP, are both looking to end their ongoing court battle without a protracted trial. The two parties filed motions for summary judgment. What does summary judgment mean? Summary judgment is a decision made based on statements and evidence without going to trial. They're basically asking the judge to decide who wins the case on the information both sides presented. Now, this is what I personally know. The SEC is arguing that the way Ripple sold XRP was basically an investment contract. But in reality, there was never a contract between Ripple and XRP buyers. So the SEC has a very weak case. Now, on the other hand, we have Ripple. And Ripple is going all the way back to the 1920s. Even before the Howey test. They're citing blue sky laws. Now, what are blue sky laws? Blue sky laws are state-level anti-fraud regulations that require issuers of securities to be registered and to disclose details of their offerings. Blue sky laws create liability for issuers. Now, this is what it says that's important. It creates liabilities for issuers, allowing legal authorities and investors to bring action against them for failing to live up to the law's provisions. This law states that for something to be a security, the seller of that asset, in this case Ripple, has an obligation to the buyer. In this case, XRP buyers. But there was never and there is no obligation of any kind from Ripple to XRP buyers. Therefore, XRP is not a security. Ripple has no obligation to you because if they want to, they could abandon XRP and start using a different token. And legally, you could do nothing about it because there is no obligation. Therefore, under blue sky laws, XRP would not be a security because there was never a contract between XRP buyers and Ripple. So right now, I'm thinking that Ripple has very high chances of winning the case. It's almost a given that that's what's going to happen. The SEC has a very weak case. Now, let's just say that the judge gives the SEC a win, which is very unlikely. But just in case, Ripple would appeal and then use the fair notice defense, which basically means that the SEC never warned them that what they were doing for years, selling XRP, was against the law. But yeah, that's just another way Ripple could win if they need to. So yeah, Ripple is doing extremely well. We might finally get that deserved victory that we've been waiting on for years. Now, next we have FTX, and is FTX in trouble in the UK? UK financial regulator FCA warns against using FTX. This firm is not authorized by us and is targeting people in the UK. A statement from the Financial Conduct Authority read. Now, what does the Financial Conduct Authority do? The FCA regulates the financial services industry in the UK. Its role includes protecting consumers, keeping the industry stable, and promoting healthy competition between financial service providers. The UK Financial Watchdog published a statement on its website Friday, noting that the exchange is not registered to offer financial services in the UK. This firm is not authorized by us and is targeting people in the UK. The note read, "You will not have access to the Financial Ombudsman service or be protected by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. So you are unlikely to get your money back if things go wrong." Now, what is the Ombudsman service? Ombudsman service. An ombudsman is a person who has been appointed to look into complaints about companies and organizations. Ombudsmen are independent, free, and impartial. So it's important to know that Binance was threatened by the FCA last year. And what Binance did was comply to all the regulations that the FCA imposed on them, like introducing mandatory KYC restrictions and reducing its maximum leverage from 100x to 20x. Now, what I think is going to happen is FTX will comply, and just like Binance did, and they will keep operating in the UK. So I don't think it's FTX is in any danger, but every day we see more and more regulation imposed on crypto, and while that's good for the industry to a certain degree, hopefully governments don't go overboard. Yeah, so now let's talk Charles Hoskinson, Cardano, and what the VASIL hard fork actually does for Cardano, because it's somewhat simple, but it's really good for Cardano. It's something that's making the Cardano project a lot better. Charles Hoskinson says there is no going back on Cardano upgrade. Details project outlook for the next 3 to 6 months. In a new video update, Hoskinson tells his 350,000 YouTube subscribers that all systems are go for Cardano's VASIL hard fork upgrade, which is slated to launch this week. We don't anticipate there will be any issues, but there is no going back. There is no going back now. No amount of testing or anything can save us, because the rocket is in the air. It either explodes in air or reach orbit, and obviously it's going to reach orbit. But now let's talk about what VASIL will actually do for Cardano. So it will make it easier for developers to program dApps. Now, dApps stand for decentralized applications. But yeah, it will be easier for developers to program dApps on Cardano. Eventually, we'll see a lot more dApps on Cardano. Another benefit is a lot faster transactions and smart contracts. And also, so faster transactions and the smart contract transactions will be a lot cheaper. So that's great. Definitely, Cardano is taking its time, but I think they're doing things the right way. And who knows, maybe one day they will replace Ethereum. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button. All right, see you next time.